Welcome to the Hometown Gym Podcast, the place where we teach parents and those new to fitness the best practices of physical health so that you can have the ability to run around and keep up with your kids and grandkids, and so that you can smile when you look at yourself in the mirror, and most importantly, that you live a pain-free, happy, and long life. Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the Hometown Gym Podcast. This evening, first happy holidays to everybody as we come upon the Christmas, the holiday time here. And tonight, I want to go over 3 easy ways to ensure that you're going to complete your weekly workouts. I was talking to a client of ours, somebody who had tested one of our original programs, and she was just asking me, hey, how do you maintain the discipline, for lack of a better word, to make sure that you're going to accomplish the workouts that you would like to accomplish within the week? And so I wanted to detail this just on a really short episode here today. Number one is just to set a reasonable expectation. I think a lot of the clients that I worked with in the past, where if you're going from zero, right, you're not working out at all, to attempting to work out, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7 times a week and try to be perfect in your workout regimen from going to a habit of zero. I think a lot of people just don't have the time or just don't quite have the discipline yet to maintain that lifestyle right away. And what I would say with this, and Andrew Dobek and I, he's the physical therapist who's on this show a lot. We actually are going to talk about this, about how often you really should work out, based upon research that we're going to go through, what we've seen kind of with our clientele in the past. And what we would recommend here is just set a reasonable expectation in the beginning. If that's starting with 1 workout per week, or you're just doing 1 walk a day or 2 workouts per week, start small, build momentum, build an actual habit there, and then you can add to that over time. I remember, some 10 years ago when I first got into the gym, I was only going to the gym 2 times per week. I had tried and failed multiple times over to go every single day or 5 times a week, or, trying to do, my arms one day, my back a different day, my chest and tries a different day. And it just really didn't work out for me that well. And so instead, I took an approach where I was doing some full body workouts 2 times per week. And that worked out really, really well for me. And I was able to start to build a habit. And from there, I went to 3 days. And then from there, I found CrossFit. And that kind of gets me up to speed to kind of where I am today, where I'm doing a mixture of, cross training, strength training, some muscle building exercises through hypertrophy. So set a reasonable expectation, whether that's going to be 1 time per week or 2. Start there, build your habit, and then build momentum from there. Number 2 is going to be planning your workout times ahead of schedule. Take your phone out, set a reminder on Sunday night to set aside time to work out during the week. All right. Now, what I would suggest is take a look at your schedule. It is far easier for me to work out in the morning before my son wakes up, before my wife wakes up. And I would oftentimes do this on the weekends as well, where I'm not having to worry about getting to work by a certain time or getting the shower by a certain time so I can get prepared for that. But rather, I can wake up at the time that I need to. And for me, I want to savor as much family time as I can on the weekends, go to the gym prior to them waking up, and then come back and I get to enjoy the day. All right. And I would also suggest, I like Mondays a lot for people to utilize one of those days. I think that works out really well for folks. And it also starts your week with momentum. So first suggestion would be work out when it's most available to you. I think typically that's going to be on days where you're not going to be working, or you just have more free time that's going to be available to you. Number 2, probably choose Monday. I really love that for kicking off the week with momentum. So if I was going to set this up for myself and I was working out 2 days per week, I would work out once Monday morning. I would work out once Saturday morning, just for my flexibility. Hey everyone, quick break from the show. Our mission is to help as many people as possible increase their happiness and confidence when it comes to their physical appearance. By way of doing that, that also creates an awesome byproduct of bettering their physical health, which is going to increase their longevity as well. If you could take about 20 seconds, click the share button, that's the little up arrow in the podcast platform, and share this episode on your Facebook or Instagram page. That would allow us more opportunity to change someone's life. While it means the world to us, more importantly, it'll mean even more to the viewer who just happens to stumble upon your post or story. Thanks so much. Let's get back to the show. And the number 3 thing is have someone program your workouts for you. And this is a super selfish plug on my end here, where we do have programming for parents and for others who don't have the time to plan their workouts, or frankly, really just don't have the knowledge to be able to plan a workout that's going to be appropriate for you and to accomplish all the things that we need to do within the body, which is really just get full range of motion around the joints. We need to push with the legs, pull with the legs, push with the upper body, pull with the upper body, and then also just increase our cardiovascular health. It does not have to be our program that you're going to utilize that with. However, if you jump on, CrossFit.com, or there's a yoga program that you're going to be enjoying, or some application that you want to use, I would highly suggest to let some other expert just do that for you so you can focus on the things that you really enjoy, whether that be your job or your family or the show that you're watching on Netflix for that particular week. But let somebody else do that for you. That way, on those workout days, you're not having to sift through Google or mindlessly kind of go over to a machine and try to figure it out. It's all going to be written for you. And I would suggest to get something that's going to have a piece of mobility, warm ups, the actual workout, breakdown of sample modifications if you need to change something within that that's not appropriate to your skill set, the actual workout, and then a cool down after that. And if you don't know where to go for that, again, very selfish plug here, but we built these programs in order to help as many parents and people as possible live a happy, healthy life into their 90s. You guys can go over to www.hometowngym.net. And you guys can even start that for a free trial for a week. I think it's a great thing to maybe go and check out here, especially as we're heading into the new year. I would start with those three things. Set a reasonable expectation for yourself. Plan your workouts ahead of time. Maybe even input that into your calendar that you're going to have, whether it's your work calendar or personal calendar. I use Gmail personally, and it helps give me a lot more freedom within my day-to-day life. And number three, finally, is have somebody else program the workouts for you if this really isn't your thing. And it's okay to be perfectly transparent with that. If it's not, there's so many things in your life I'm sure that you're super, super good at. But I think it's great to be able to kind of decentralize your life and delegate responsibilities to others so that you can just make the most use of your minutes within your life. It is 8 o'clock here on a Thursday night. We're approaching Christmas. I just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all. And I know you guys are super busy. So for the listeners that are out there, the watchers here on YouTube that are taking the time to listen to this, it means the world to us. Thanks for doing that. If there's anything else that we can talk about on an episode, please put it in the comments below or shoot us an email over at info@hometowngym.net. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much.